I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent. For it burns, our money's all we spend. I guess that's so we don't have a plot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers.
Bender, we made it. We made it. It's been 1 year since we started this disaster. It's like Groundhog Day. If you guys didn't catch the reference there, it's been a year of Talkin Tek and sitting in quarantine and through this whole mess. Bender, how are you now?
Fucked. Fucking Groundhog Day. Here we fucking go again. Right back where we started. Hey, a year of Talkin Tek. The longest running bullshit talk show when talking about tech diving on Facebook.
I wouldn't
and
say bullshit. This is a very good show. Hey, we get messages all the time. Apparently people actually like this.
Yeah,
viewership keeps growing.
I guess for resolutions for the next season or the next year of Talkin Tek is I got to stop referring to things as shitty, including the show. So, yes. But thank you everybody for one last time. I'm going to say it. Thank you everybody for tuning into our shitty little show. Before we get into it, I think we got to do a disclaimer. My notes are all down in the basement. I got kicked back out to the garage right where we started.
Well, today it's going to be extra important that we do a disclaimer, so make sure you get everything covered.
Oh, fuck. Good thing I'm just getting started drinking now. So the opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of Diver and Scuba, Double Action, Dive Charters, B. Larson Metalworks, Fully Tech Marine, Fully Tech Charters, Fully Tech Mechanical, the correctional facilities across the Midwest of the United States and some of the southern states. Any of the names you hear on this show today are purely fictitious. Even the names that sound familiar or sound like names you've heard before. This is all fiction. This is all bullshit. So if it sounds familiar, please stop with the hate mail. Call off the lawyers. This is just fiction. There's going to be some foul language in the show. Unlike I think it was our last show, it was an absolutely 100% curse word free episode. It took everything Bob and I had not to do it, not to swear, but we got through it. So far as I know. And so there's going to be some coarse language and colorful language during this episode, especially. So if the kids are up, it's time to send them off to bed. And of course, unless of course you're in California, in which case you're a shitty parent, your kids aren't going to turn out. They're going to turn out like our fucking surprise guest we got for today. So I guess before we introduce the guest, Bob, what are you drinking?
Well, I am drinking about to pour. I haven't had this yet. It's from Detroit, Atwater Brewing. It's a Pogolicious IPA. I'm going to give this a shot. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to need to be on the liquor tonight.
This is going to be a messy one.
I am. How about you?
I am drinking an Anderson's IPA, and Anderson's is brewed in the old London cement mixer facility. Just around the corner from where our first house was. I absolutely love it. It's a good snappy IPA without too much of that hopsy fucking man bun bearded bullshit. A really good after cutting the grass, or for the 1 year anniversary Talkin Tek episode. So let's get after it, Bob. I'm gonna need a break to run down and get a couple notes, but we might as well get right into it. Or do you have anything to add?
No, I mean. I got a guest on. We're on a collect call, so it's getting expensive right now having him on. But for those of you who have been with us since the beginning, you've seen our first show. So we figured on the 1 year anniversary, we would try to get him to come back, and we did. So let me let me bring up his audio. We got no video with him. They don't allow them in prison. But hey, Peter, you there?
Boys, I'm here. Boys, thanks for
You
having me
made it.
on again. Yep. Yeah, I've
We're
been waiting
glad we were able
online.
to make this happen.
Jesus Christ. There's people lined up behind me to be on the phone here, and I've been hearing you guys just talk bullshit. Um, I heard you guys are drinking, and they don't let me have liquor in here, so I'm actually sporting some toilet wine. So
Outstanding.
pretty pleased with my toilet. It is. It is. This time I mean I had a couple of problems throughout the year making toilet wine. You got to flush the toilet first, boys. The first batch tasted like shit. I'm not gonna lie, and that was my fault. That was my bad. I fucked that one. All right. But, I got to figure it out now.
We're glad to hear that. So,
And you know what, boys? Fuck. I also thank you. You know what? You guys have kept in touch over the year. It's lovely to be back on here. You've shown me the love, and I just look. You know, we're in a lockdown. I get it. I took it to an extreme. And that's really to just make me safe. And you boys had my back. You sent me a mask. But I got to ask this. I'm on the inside here. Do all COVID masks have a gag ball? Is that what's normal out there? The one you sent me had a gag ball, boys. I don't understand. It keeps the screams in because my ass hurts. I'm going to tell you. Like,
Was that the Revo one that we sent him, wasn't it? It was off your machine, Bob?
oh, is that? Yeah. Well,
it was.
you got to have
it
the gag
was.
strap. Yeah. No, but you know what? I appreciated it. And I don't know how it keeps COVID in or out, but it does keep screams in. So thank you for that. I also appreciated the bag of dicks you sent me. It was a nice change from dicksbymail.com. That was nice, boys. It was a nice treat. Does everybody hurt from COVID? Is that just a me problem? Because I don't know. Like, does lockdown? How's your ass, Bob?
You know what? My ass is just fine. It really is.
So more.
Is the COVID creating problems for you?
Well, my ass hurts, Bob. Bender, your ass. How's it going? Like my ass hurts.
It's doing okay. Our prime minister certainly makes a point of being a pain in all of our asses as of late. You know, I really would like to go to Milwaukee and dive with some of our
I'm
friends.
not talking a metaphorical pain in the ass here. Look, let me tell you, the year's been interesting for me. I made a special request that my cellmate have a micro penis, and that didn't happen. Okay, I don't know if this has happened to you, but COVID for me has been bad. This man's in jail because he fucked a horse to death. That's a tough go, and he's my cellmate. Like, my ass hurts.
Well, I mean, so Peter, since we are talking to you from prison,
Yeah.
and the last time we spoke with you, we've gained a lot of viewers. We have quite a large amount of viewers now. For those of you who don't know, why don't you explain what you're doing in prison right now?
Well, my ass hurts. That's what I'm doing in prison. That's the first problem.
Well, okay. How did you get in there?
Well, look, there was a bit of a misunderstanding, right? We got to go right back to the crux of it. This is not my first stint in the joint. I'm here to learn things, right? This particular stint in the joint is because I thought I was selling rebreathers to lesbians. And
okay.
Right? And it turns out they were Libyans. And I was actually looking for it. I mean, who doesn't want to teach a course to lesbians, right? So I was selling 4 rebreathers, Revos, and it turns out they were Libyans, not lesbians. So my fault, my bad. I take that one. That's on me. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that'll happen.
It does. I mean, it's the first time I went to jail. Fairly proud of it. I got got in tight with a murderer and then robbed a jewelry store and went. You know, I mean, in 1998, I got a stint on America's Most Wanted, and you know, hanging out with you guys, that's been great. And you've got me here. This is almost as cool as being on America's Most Wanted. Thanks, boys.
No problem. We're probably bigger than that. We've actually been told that we are the Howard Stern of diving. Our show.
Wonder if his ass hurts.
You know, I don't think he's in there with you.
No. Okay, so this is a COVID problem. That's just me. Is that what you're saying?
I think it might be.
Okay.
The
right.
ass pain is not a symptom that I've heard much being reported on.
Okay, then that is a problem then. Okay.
Yeah, but you haven't gotten it, so maybe you got the cure.
Well, I was told that the actual COVID vaccine was injected by a meat whistle, and I haven't got it. But my ass does.
But you should keep it up.
Yeah, well, I don't have to. It's not my job.
Okay. So Bender, did you have some questions here?
I'm looking.
Well, I've got our 20 questions, but I think it's maybe. Uh-oh. Go ahead, Peter.
No, I'm ready for the question. It's been a good time. I hope a lot of the questions have to do with. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. It's a little early, but let's just jump right into Talkin Tek 20 questions because I think everybody wants to hear the great Peter tell the story or give us answers to these questions because it's a great look into someone's soul as a diver. So here we go. Gas or diesel?
Oh, it's got to be diesel. Certainly, my cellmate runs on diesel.
Open circuit or closed?
Well, I am currently an open, but has to be determined. But I am currently an open circuit. It would seem it's a giant rose asshole I have.
Salt or fresh?
Nobody wants salt on their hole. I can tell you on my hole, I'm very careful. It looks like a spud.
Coffee or tea?
You know, I often prison done through a sock with some old grounds. So I do enjoy coffee. It helps with your shit. It does loosen it up a bit, and I need that. You know, for me, really, it's important, right? My ass hurts.
Okay. Well, I can understand that. I think you've been in now like for 20 some odd months. Like you'd think you'd build up a callus or a tolerance or something, but apparently not.
No, you would think that, wouldn't you? Like it would make sense. Yet here I am. Right? It's when you pick up something too heavy and you blow a vein out of your ass. That's where I am.
Okay, well, moving on. Back mount or side mount?
I've done a lot of back mount, so I'm hoping to move to side mount, but inevitably, I mean, this guy did fuck a horse, so he'd probably break my leg.
Better captain, Captain Kirk or Captain Picard?
You know what? I gotta look. Kirk would fuck a green check, and I would fuck a green check right now. Yeah, I've got to say that.
We got one for Captain Picard, the Canadian. Outstanding. All right. You know what? We're going to skip number 7 because it's just we're not going there this time. It's just there's a line we're going to cross. So we're moving on to number 8.
I don't think we should skip anything.
No, dude, we're not doing that. We're not doing that one. Beer or wine?
Oh, yeah, boys, I've already talked about that. It's toilet wine every. I mean, when I get out of jail, I'm still going to be making toilet wine. So I can't wait to have you boys over. The nice thing is, it won't actually be made in a bowl when it's at my house. It'll be made in the back of the toilet, and I can flush it so there's fresh flowing wine.
Oh,
Yeah,
outstanding.
but don't you got like another 30 years or something to go?
You got to look on the bright side of these things. I'm looking forward to
There
getting
you
out
go.
and making some good wine. That's the thing. It's 30 years. It's fine.
Ah, okay, there you go.
Favorite Great Lake?
Sorry, what was that?
What's your favorite Great Lake, Peter?
Ah, my favorite Great Lake. I would say probably Superior, because it does go in there pretty deep.
Computer or tables? This was a bad idea. Bob.
Now they don't allow electronics in here, so I'm using tables at the moment, quite honestly, for any of my dives in the toilet to get wine.
Better photographer, Becky or Hefe?
Well, that's a tough one, and there's a lot of answers I could give. You gotta like a Hefe. I've seen some good stuff from Becky, but I haven't seen her wrestle. So that's the main thing right there.
Okay.
All right, Rex or Caves?
With what's going on in jail right now, there's a lot of cave diving going on in here. We'll take a cave.
And
that tunnel's fine until somebody trashes it, which is what's happened here.
Oh boy.
so we're still live. I can't believe we haven't been taken down by the YouTube police. But sausage or tacos?
I used to enjoy a good taco, and now it's just shy at dinner time. Sometimes a man in a kimono walks in, claps twice, and screams "bukkake," and it's amazing how much sausage shows up to that particular party. I do enjoy a good sausage. I'll tell you right now.
Johnny Cash or Elton John?
Well, it's got to be Johnny Cash. I mean, he does sing a lot about the prison. I do appreciate his time.
Top or bottom?
I am particularly adept right now at being on the bottom. Yeah. It's I used to enjoy the top. I'm not going to lie. Currently, here's where I am.
Power or sail?
Wow. Well, nobody sails out to a fucking dive site, but I don't have a lot of power instruments in jail right now, so yeah, I'd like a good power boat. There we go. Yeah, we'll go with power. Power.
GUE, TDI, or UTD?
I had a UTI a while ago, and nobody likes a urinary tract infection, so I'll go with them.
All right, let's just go with it.
We got two left, and this is sweet or salty?
Oh fuck.
I constantly am shocked by the saltiness of things. Goes back to the man in the kimono, boys.
And the last one of Talkin Tek 19 questions today is rust or wood?
I see a lot of wood in my cell right now. It's mostly angry wood, and I'm going to go with that. Thank fuck
Ladies-
there are no splinters in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Talkin Tek 20 questions. I'm really sorry that we had to put you through that.
You know, it's the way she goes sometimes, right, boys?
Well, you know, I mean, that's the 20 questions. It's a lot of what I'm learning in jail right now, and I appreciate that, boys. That's tough.
So how are the legal proceedings going? Like you've got a class action lawsuit against you, and then you've also got your issues with the federal government. You know, how's that working out?
I would say that I'm fucked. How's that? It doesn't look good for me at all. You know, trying to get out from under this one's going to be tough. It's not my first time here, so this is where I stand, and I'm fucked. I believe that's why they gave me a cellmate who did not have a micro penis.
All right. All right. Well, just gonna share a comment here. Feels like our show hit bottom. It's only up from here. Well, I mean, that's the way she goes sometimes. So you needed to see the first show to appreciate this current one. Am I right?
Holy shit. I am looking at your GoFundMe. You're trying to raise $120,000. We talked about this a year ago, Peter, and you're at $6,040. Like you're at like 3.5% of your goal. This is phenomenal.
No,
Holy
I'm feeling
shit.
good about it, right? Like when you get into the funding of that sort of thing, there are many scuba board threads dedicated to me at this point, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm not going to lie. There are a bunch of scuba board geniuses that are involved in this, and I feel good about how they're promoting me and talking about how wonderful I am. It's uplifting. Thank you to the geniuses on scuba board.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. We don't have good things to say about the scuba board guys, which still have not returned any messages about coming on our show. So fuck them.
Well,
So Pete,
and you know, the number of pages they've dedicated to me, it is absolutely wonderful. It's the drivel and sheer stupidity that's able to be put on the pages there. It's impressive.
absolutely. Yeah, it's they're kind of fucked, those guys.
No, that's not
So-
kind of fucked.
All right, they're nearly as fucked as bad as you.
I would think they're within the same area code. Yes.
So you got any other news for us? Anything you want to share with the free public while you're locked up there in prison?
I don't really put on my wetsuit very much anymore. It sends the wrong message in prison. You know, when you're in jail, you don't really want to put that message out there.
Yeah.
You know, so not getting a lot of diving in right now.
Just in the toilet, right?
That's once in a while you dive in to get your wine, right? And,
Yeah, you do what you got to do.
You got to do it, man. So I'm spending a lot of time avoiding penis. That's the main thing. You know, running from cock. That's
not working out for you, though, is it?
no, it isn't.
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that. We are. Bender, you got anything you want to add here?
You know, we miss you. You know, there was so much going on. You know, it seems like the whole world just got fucked when you went to jail. You know, and everybody was rah rah, hoo hoo, he's finally in jail, ding dong, and then fucking COVID happened, and now we're all in fucking jail. So, you know, I just feel like,
right?
you know,
I appreciate everything you guys are doing for me. Everybody's staying locked up while I'm locked up. Everybody's wearing masks, just like my mask, with a zipper over the mouth and eyes. I appreciate that.
I do see you here on page 258 of Close Calls, and you guys will have to buy a book, which is now out of print, and I have. 9 of the last copies in the world. And there's actually a story here about something about you and a dog cage and a Revo, and you'll have to buy the book, guys.
It's a wonderful little anecdote of how too much alcohol will wind up in a cage with a reef. It's wonderful. It was a close call.
I bet. Yeah, it sounds like a rough one.
Well, it certainly helped me prepare for this. What, boys? You sent me some lube here. I appreciated the full of sand in it, so somebody could get some traction. I appreciated that. Not everybody would go and be that full, but obviously you put an extra bit of thought for me. Thanks.
We do that for our guests. We do.
Yeah, actually, I think all of our guests could attest to the care package that arrives with the. It's silica sand. I got a sandblast guy. He's got really good stuff. It peeled all the paint off the Swayze Express in about 45 minutes, and it's the best. So we like to share that with our guests. So
you know what? That's good stuff, and it's amazing what you'll learn in jail, right? I used to make fun of the trailer park boys. They live in trailers. There's lots of people in Florida living in trailers, and I used to make fun of them. But man, you do learn a lot in jail, and I gotta give it to them. I know a lot of things. Got my little side business running here. My ass hurts, and I make toilet wine. So these are the 3 things I got going for me right now.
So what's the side business?
Little side business.
Is it like this? Chris Bell says he thinks you're so good you could try mix Serta guy in a toilet.
You know what?
Is that what you're doing?
I haven't been running as many courses in jail as you'd think. I'd like to run more courses in jail. That's sort of where we're going to. But it's really the side business has to do with the man in the kimono coming in and shouting bukkake. It's more of that. Just being his ringmaster, if you will.
I understand. So Peter, I don't know if you can participate with us, but this is the part of the show where we take a shot. So we're gonna both go get our shots. We're gonna you can have some toilet wine. So give me just a moment. Yeah. Let me go grab my bottle of Liquorman's, our unofficial sponsor.
Now I'm gonna do a quick plug for this. Phenomenal, the best, the finest corn-based Canadian whiskey on the market, and without giving it away, we've been working on some swag for Talkin Tek. So we expect all fucking 6 of you that are watching tonight to order shirts as soon as they're available. And these shirts are so fucking cool. We aren't even allowed to share the artwork on the internet per our legal department. So you're gonna just have to fucking take the leap of faith, order a shirt, shut the fuck up, and like it when it gets there. It is fucking stellar. But here's a little hint. All right, that's all I can say about it. Bob, let's get after it. We're gonna stop trying to sell you shit when you guys stop watching.
All right, boys.
So you guys are now. You guys have to drink this stuff out of an old Coke can, or what are you doing here? Because like mine's out of a pop can with the lid peeled off. So
I'm going with my Ginny Springs shot glass.
I've got
a lovely place.
This fucker's been through the deep cycle on the wash, not the fucking wash machine, the thing that Alicia knows how to work in the kitchen.
Well,
too many times. That is my Milwaukee Harley Davidson Museum shot glass. I got it when Cal, Steve, and the boys had us down for a week of debauchery. So
nice. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Oh, and look at this. Looks like Karen called it. It's called a dishwasher.
yes, you are, Karen.
Oh, well, Karen, that was Bender. That wasn't me. Please don't throw stuff. There we go. So, all right, what else?
What like once you know you're going to hell, and I've known for a while. I know this might come as a surprise for some people, but this is my ride. And when it's over, I know where I'm going to end up because there's a few other people that are going there, and they're going to get there on their first fucking day, and they're going to be walking around and go, "Fuck, hell ain't so fucking bad." You know, they got a bar, and they're going to wander down, and they're sitting at the bar. I'll have a fucking gar going because they don't have their stupid no smoking shit in hell yet. The safety police haven't gotten there yet. And I'll be sitting there, and these motherfuckers who think they're going to get an easy ride for eternity are going to have to spend it with me in fucking hell. But anyways, once you know you're going to hell, you might as well just have a good ride before you get there. Once you know you're going, just fucking give her.
Well,
Right,
that's
Peter?
what I thought when they put me on America's Most Wanted. I was pretty pleased to be there. You know, and they did find me in Virginia. So, I mean, hats off to them. I figure I'll have a seat sort of right beside you or within at least the bar with you, and we'll be hopefully drinking good toilet wine.
I think we're going to do like a Talkin Tek live from hell. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. Maybe that'll be the Halloween episode.
I mean,
I don't know.
basically, this show's going on forever, so I don't
you
see
guys
an
can't
end
get rid of
here.
this.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we got anything else, or do we start our weekly tradition here, and we got anybody to fuck off? Because I got somebody.
Well, the penal system in Florida can fuck off. My cellmate and his non-micro penis can fuck off. I'd like to lead with that. I hope it's okay that I lead as the guest. I'm not allowed to listen to you guys, so I don't know how this works. So there we go.
Okay.
I've got a laundry list of people who need to fuck off, but I'll pass it over. I think 2's reasonable.
That's reasonable. Reasonable. Bender, do you got anybody?
We're fucked here, boys. We are on the verge in Ontario of losing our fucking dive season. So we have more cases in Canada now per capita than the US. We won't be getting vaccines for a fucking year at the rate we're going because our blackface prime minister. Hey, we have a black prime minister. That's kind of cool. But our blackface, racist, sexual assaulting prick fucking prime minister can't secure enough vaccine. Doug Ford's lost his fucking balls, and we always get political, but
isn't that the brother of the coke fiend mayor?
That guy was fucking cool. Rob Ford was cracked out of his fucking mind and did a better job of running that fucking city than like the last. Yeah, Doug Ford. That guy was fucking awesome. He used to get like, when you guys are done, just like go to YouTube and like Google Doug Ford, and there'll be like 10 videos. Rob Ford. Fucking Rob Ford was awesome. Rob Ford was the man.
Yeah.
Rob Ford would not have this shit if he was still around. Rob Ford was like John Candy and George Carling and like, who's that fucking guy that drinks the scotch from the Blue Collar Comedy guys? Those three guys all rolled into Ron White. Rolled into one. Fucking phenomenal. I miss Rob Ford.
Yeah.
But his brother needs to go fuck himself. But if I'm not going to name names, but if you have the capacity to be a great leader, a great person, and do great things, And for some reason, fear or bullshit or I don't know, the establishment is holding you back. Now is your time to do great things and be remembered forever for doing them. If you're capable of great things and you're not about to do them or in the midst of doing them right now, you need to fuck off because you're going to lose your opportunity. So there it is.
There you go.
How's that? That's pretty chicken shit.
No, that works.
Fucking awesome.
So hold on. Okay. So I had a good day today, right? So today I got my second vaccination shot. I'm happy.
Well, Peter's been getting vaccination shots since this whole thing started. He's ahead of the curve.
I got a little different type. They actually just used a small syringe and a needle in my arm. I didn't opt for the same type that Peter's been getting. But
the suppository vaccine.
They're not all delivered by a meat whistle?
No, they're not. They're not. So I went and got that today, and I took on the seems to be tradition of everybody on Facebook of sharing that I got my second dose. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something about on Facebook about I won't get the Wuhan flu.
Oh, fuck, you racist piece of shit.
Well, apparently I'm a racist. So Gregory, who said you're done with me, I'm not really sure. Who, you could fuck right off. I'm just calling it like it is. That's where the fucking thing came from. Not trying to be racist, but it came from Wuhan, China. So the Wuhan flu, it kind of fits. I don't know what else to say about it. Don't be a snowflake and be so fucking sensitive that shit like that bothers you. So you can fuck off. So just putting that out there. All right.
Also Keith Chow from Anarchy Scuba Spot and Brandon Hunter, you can also fuck off. Oh, no, Brandon Hunter's fine. Troy Michael Warren, you can fuck off. The book's $100 Canadian. It's fucking 50 euros plus fucking shipping, plus exchange rate, plus fucking brokers, plus. Sorry, it's a 50 euro book. You know what? 20 years ago, you could print a book for fucking $20, but now you got to fucking tool shit up. Stratus, a cool guy. He's doing the best he can. He's donating the proceeds to fucking Dan. You both can fuck off. And you know what? Don't, if one of those guys asks you to borrow the book, tell them to fuck off. Anybody that wants to borrow this book, tell them to fuck off and buy their own copy. Oh, it's out of print. Fuck you. There.
Wow. Angry.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty angry.
So Peter, if you're still there, we had, I'm reading through some of the comments. There's a guy here named Jeff Lindsay. He wants to know what the prison wallet situation is. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of there's a lot of things in the prison wallet. It's a handy thing. Like, you know what? People ask me about the prison wallet. It's like a marsupial pouch. You've got to keep that thing cleaned out, but man, you've got to be really careful. Sometimes people are trying to stick things in your prison wallet, and you don't like that.
No.
It is, you know what? You do not want to pickpocket in your prison wallet. That's bad. It's a bad day. Nobody wants that.
No, I think you've been there already.
Bob, was this your idea? Whose fucking idea was this?
I don't
do the
know.
whole like Groundhog Day, do the same thing that made us famous on the internet.
Who the fuck had the alarm clock and everything? So just putting that out there.
Oh, that was fucking mint.
Yeah,
do you guys realize we figured out how to work that fucking alarm clock from the 1970s literally a minute before the fucking show started? This shit is not scripted. It's not prepared. It's not rehearsed. This is just Bob, Peter, and I'm lucky enough to join you guys.
We had to pull a lot of strings to get Peter on again.
We had to get like a court order, fuck. David Cannon guy pulled, like, he waved a bunch of shit. It was pretty cool.
It's just good to be here, boys. It's good to be recognized. It's good to be with you. Neither of you need to fuck off, but you can if you wish.
Well, I appreciate that.
right? Like if
It's
you
always
choose
a good
to fuck
option.
off, yeah, it's always there. It's yours.
You know, so Peter, back in the day before you were behind bars for multiple offenses and facing
The first time.
yeah.
So are you talking the first
Well,
time?
no,
Okay,
but
so back
in between, when you enjoyed some freedom, pre-civil litigation, after killing another Canadian, if somebody was walking around, say he was 180 pounds overweight, and he was from Eastern Europe, wearing a fucking leopard print Speedo, what are two things you would recommend that he do?
I would probably suggest, if easily, I would suggest. Oh wait, is he on a picnic table?
Oh, he's standing on it, putting on his white's fucking. What's the shit with the leotard over it? It's like a garbage bag with a fucking.
Oh, with the pantyhose wrapped around it.
The fucking the white's fission.
You know what?
You know what? White's really needs to change.
And fuck off. That guy needs to put on some pants and fuck off. That's exactly what he needs to do.
I think whites. I'm putting them on notice on Fuck Off Friday. They need to have a more inclusive name to their product line.
I think it's racist. It's clearly a racist company. Whites. I mean, I got.
Are you allowed?
Go ahead, Peter.
I just need to know: are you allowed to rejig your show, or is that racist as well?
I'm not sure how to respond to this right now.
I just needed to know. I'm in jail. I don't know. I just needed to know.
No, I'm not touching this. That's not happening.
I just not happening. Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was like an Irish dance or what you were doing, but I just didn't know if you were allowed to re-Irish dance your show or what the deal was.
No, I'm not sure.
So, people in the comments, you guys got any questions? I'm sure everybody wants to know how our friend Peter is doing after a year. It's been like 19 months in prison. Come on, shoot us some questions, guys.
Oh,
we're dying.
I'm bring some prison. I'm going to bring some toilet wine, boys. If this is what's going to happen.
And like, what do you make prison toilet wine out of? Like, where do you find the yeast? Where does the like normal wine is made from fermented grapes and other bullshit, but like, you guys don't have a lot of grapes in prison, do you? Like,
we don't have a lot of grapes. I mean, you're going to make it out of stolen bits of fruit. I'm not talking this is high-end wine here. I mean, it's made in the same vessel in which I shit. So
now hold on. Let me ask you something.
You're looking for quantity over quality.
This Chris Bell guy, he wants to know if you shit in a box. Have you shit in a box, Peter?
I have not shit in a box. I mean, if I've got toilet wine brewing, I will shit in a box. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we got another question from Ron. He wants to know if you got any tattoos while you're there in prison. It's a good question, Ron.
Wait, I can't see Ron's. It's just blurred out. It's like blurred out, like a logo on a TV show or something like that. For some reason, I can't see anything Ron says on the show. I don't know who this Ron guy is. But.
It's probably better that way. We'll just keep it that way for you. But Peter, did you get any tattoos while in prison?
You know what? You've not been to jail unless you get a tat, right? And what's better than getting a tat with some India ink and a sharpened pencil or something that you can find, just a sharpened piece of a nail. They're also very good. But yeah, I've got some prison tats.
All right. Anything in particular?
Place nuts here was I did not choose that one, but it was put on my ass, and I don't like that one particular. I'm not proud of it, but I do have that one.
Okay.
Have you shivved anybody or been shivved? by anybody. I guess shiv, that's a thing, right?
Shivving is a thing. People are running around shivving constantly. I mean, we're in Florida, right? And spring fever is upon everybody. So, people are taking their toothbrushes and sharpening them up and going around and shivving people. But I'm safe from that because I have the mask with the gag ball, and that keeps the COVID and shivving away. I haven't had to shiv anybody yet because of my COVID mask.
Oh, there you go. We got another question. Are you teaching any side mounting in prison?
Not as much as you'd hope. And again, it comes back to the fact that there has been so much back mount in prison that I just don't have time for side mount at this point.
Well, that's understandable.
And really, I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not in a cave, and you side mount. What, you going to jump off into the toilet in your side mount? That's nearly as dumb as falling off or being, say, an instructor on your boat, Bob, and pissing on the dive gear.
Well, that has happened before. We have had a boat pisser on the boat, and boy, I'm surprised that story made it all the way down to you down there in Florida. But yeah, we've had a boat pisser on the boat.
It's a popular story. He was a fat bastard pissing on your equipment or pissing on your boat. So
it sounds like you got it pretty accurate.
Do you guys get to watch Talkin Tek on movie night there in the Bradford County Correctional Facility?
They have not allowed us to. They have not allowed us to, which is unfortunate. They see you as an incendiary couple of fellows, so they try to keep us our interaction with you down to a dull roar. Otherwise, we'll have fucking riots and people starting shit on fire. I mean, if you go to prison and ask them who needs to fuck off, they've got a laundry list of people who need to fuck off. So, fuck off Friday turns into a fuck off entire week, and then we're into a riot situation, right? So we can't have that.
Oh, Bob's got a front row seat for that tonight anyway.
Fuck, looks like
flare guns off the roof. It's going to be fucking awesome.
It looks like we're going to have riots again tonight here in
Chicago. You guys wait for this Minneapolis fucking is it the Minneapolis, Minnesota? Oh, I don't want to make it political, but there is a chance they might not get the verdict they're looking for.
Yeah, Bender, you don't understand. No matter what the verdict is, they're going to use it as an excuse to riot. That's just what's going to happen. We all know that. All right, let's go back to another question that just popped up from.
Do you think they'll steal work boots this time?
No. So we got a question from a Maggie Mott. She wants to know, how often do you drop the soap on purpose?
I have started having a soap on a rope because mostly it was on the floor, and I just kind of throw it on the floor and just hope that it would things would happen. I'm hoping you guys will send me a bar or two of soap. I'd rather not bend over to pick it up, and again, my ass hurts. That's really what we have to keep in mind here, boys.
That's really been the topic of the show. That's what I've gathered from this whole episode is Peter's ass hurts. So I don't know, Bender, what do you think on that? Should we wrap it up?
I think this has been a fucking struggle. This is the first show we're going to end on time. The after party so we're working on some exciting stuff. Play the YouTube shit. Go cut the lawn. Just let your phone run through the YouTube. It helps us. Work on a Patreon page. There's going to be some really cool shit coming as far as the after party and Patreon. Shirts coming. Of course, buy lots of Liquormans. We're trying to keep them in business. Buy a Talkin Tek book. Oh, wait, there's none left. Not a Talkin Tek.
Close calls.
Close calls. The new book is Talkin Tek. He had to send it back to the printers. Jesus. Yeah. This
Send me a case of lube.
What viscosity would you like? 80 weight.
So again, Bender can't read this because it's blurred, but our friend Ron wants to know if you need a fresh shipment of Tri-Lube.
Yes.
So
that
yes.
stuff is tremendous. If you could do that, I'd appreciate the Tri-Lube. That stuff doesn't break down as quickly and has less grit in it. And really, we are worried about my ass at this point.
Well,
Ron, thank you. You know what, Ron? I can feel you thinking about my hole. And my hole thanks you.
Well, there you go, guys.
I've always thought Ron was good on the hole.
Ron, I'm sure that's how you wanted this to go. You asked for it. Looks like we got some guys excited about the merch. And since Bender can't talk right, we now have John Holland thinking there's a Talkin Tek book. So yeah, hey, John, listen, you never know. It might be coming out and released in 2 weeks, but we can't talk about it yet. So we'll let you know. Looks like we got guys who want stickers and shirts. We're working on it, Paul. We just got a new design that we cannot release, probably legal reasons. We can't share it, but they're kind of kick-ass shirts. So we're working on getting those printed. If you're in the U.S., contact me. If you're in Canada, contact Bender. And we're going to get some stuff going here pretty soon. All right.
You have one with stripes on it. I need one that's orange or with stripes on it.
They require that, huh?
If, guys,
They do.
if the border opens to travelers that don't have to quarantine, and if there's a DEMA this year, you're gonna want to book the last week of DEMA. You're gonna want, or the last weekend of DEMA. You're gonna want to be there for that.
Well,
there's gonna be some live stream shit, but the good stuff. There's gonna be a Talkin Tek party.
Yeah,
shit's gonna be fucking crazy. We're trying to the GoFundMe to get our friend Peter out of jail to make.
We want to bring him with.
It's gonna be fucking crazy. We're gonna be banned for life from DEMA. I promise you that. We got media passes. Shit's gonna be real.
So, and just so everybody knows, when we get a little closer to DEMA, we'll be starting one of those like Super Bowl squares kind of things. For we're going to be taking bets on how long before we're actually thrown out of the DEMA show. I'm guessing a couple hours, best we can do, but you never know. You never know. And hey, John Holland, he keeps wanting to know. I think he's asked a couple times. He wants to know who our guest is. Well, fucking John, what the fuck? Go back to the beginning of the show and figure it out.
His name's Peter. Okay, he's in jail.
He's in prison.
It's another name. It's another name for your cock, John. What's wrong with you?
There you go, Big John.
Penis bastard.
Well, all right, John. Well, there you go. That's our guest. That's what he has to say to you. Geez, I don't know how you know that. Do you even know John? Jesus. But hey, that's
said the same thing to you, you goddamn fuckbag. This
sounds like that prison wine's working.
Taking over here. I'm kind of happy how the toilet wine's going.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I want to say it was a good show, but it was a show. We got it aired.
This is not good.
We're working on a couple guests for next week. So check out the Facebook page. We'll post something, I don't know, when I figure it out. You guys know we tend to do stuff last minute, so get used to it. And listen, all you fucking 28, 29 people watching this thing, if you haven't went to my fucking YouTube page, go do it or go fuck yourself. Either or. That's your choice. So we're trying to get those up to help we can start bringing in a little bit of revenue to pay for all the expenses. Believe it or not, there are expenses to do this show, and we want to just make it pay for itself. So just go fucking like it. That's all you got to do. Like that, and there you go. You know what? God damn it, I was going to end the show on that, but I got one last question from John. I think we should ask Peter. You got time for one more question? Or are they going to, the guard's going to beat you?
Listen, I'm just gonna wind up back in my cell getting rogered by some gigantic cock bastard, and you're in the cell with somebody who fucked a horse to death. You try to avoid your cell, right? What the fuck does he want?
Well, he wants to know if you have feelings about midgets.
By feeling about
I don't
midgets.
know what.
don't.
I don't know, but I feel like I should just ask if you had any feelings about midgets.
Is he one of those weird midget bastards? Who doesn't like midgets? Let me ask you that. Who doesn't
He's
like
got a
midgets?
point. He's got a point. Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
there is
Who
that,
doesn't
guys.
like them? Who doesn't like them? Are we even allowed to talk about midgets? I mean, Jesus Christ, they've renamed our hockey team. There's no more midget league fucking hockey because these little cock suckers with gigantic fucking hands or gigantic heads and little fucking hands can't even call them midgets anymore.
Were you able to before, like when the feds came in for the last time to take you away? Were you at least able to clear your browser history on the way out the door?
You know, that's the thing, right? You got to keep this in mind when you're either going to jail, which I did twice, right? Or you die, right? You got to think about this. If you're going to die, somebody has to fucking look at your browser history. And if you've got, your browser history is, midget and old lady porn, then, what are people going to think? So no, I didn't get my browser cleared. No, it was, they got to see it.
Where she goes, guys.
I'm not
All
proud
right,
of
guys.
myself. I'm not proud of that one.
But, so tonight, let's wrap it up. Talking Tech tech tip for our 1 year.
Clear your fucking browser.
Clear your fucking browser history. Do it often, and it's like, daylight savings time. It's time to change your batteries in your smoke detectors and fucking clear your browser history. Let's wrap it up.
Way to road. All right, guys, we're sorry about today's show. We'll see you next week.